I grew my agency to $700,000 months in a much more difficult niche. This video will show you how to do even better in the new space that's open up, which is the AI marketing agency space. So this video will go over what the AI marketing agency model is at its core, okay? So we have here on screen some stuff that I'd like to walk people through to explain it, but it'll be mostly me talking and explaining like this, okay? So first question is, what is an AI marketing agency in and of itself? How does it differ from other agency models, and why is it the best opportunity right now? One, what it is. An AI marketing agency is you running an agency, a business, a firm, right? Something, but it's basically you becoming the middleman between businesses who need AI solutions implemented to them and the softwares that actually deliver those solutions 100%. The issue currently on the market, and this will forever be the case, is you're going to be attracting and working with and doing outbound to local brick and mortar type businesses. These are going to be run by boomers, let's say, for lack of a better word, okay? The owners of these businesses do not have the mental capacity or the bandwidth to keep up with what's going on in AI, okay? It is advancing at a ridiculous pace. What AI is, in a nutshell, is you get basically free labor. It's pennies on the hour, like fractions of pennies on the hour of work, okay? Free labor done by something that is at the same level or higher than PhD graduates who can demand easily, $200, $300, $400, $500 an hour for their time. And you're giving this, which somebody else built, and you're plugging into these businesses who need these solutions. And by plugging in, all I mean is you're basically installing software that some other developers built that they're not really ChatGPT wrappers, but in a way, a little bit, okay? But they're using existing large language models to deliver on whatever sorts of necessity a business has, and they do it. So all you have to do is sell the solution to this business. And the solution is this software. You don't have to tell them what the software is. You can't tell them what the software is. It doesn't matter. The point for you that's relevant to this video is the software's been built. It's ready. It's done. It's functioning. Okay? So all you really are is you're taking advantage of this information gap. Let's call it informational arbitrage. Okay? Where businesses have a high demand for AI, and I'll explain what sort of AI. Because everyone now knows AI, ChatGPT, Claude, whatever, right? Llama, like, it's not a secret. But the point is, how do businesses actually use it to make more money? And by make more money, what I mean, really, the only thing that matters is increase profit, okay? So they can increase profit one of two ways. They can get more revenue in that's as efficient as their current revenue streams are, okay? Because a portion of revenue will be new profit. Or they can reduce costs with existing revenue, okay? And those reductions in costs open up new profit. So no matter what you're offering to these businesses, you're giving them, at the end of the day, more profit. So the value proposition that you're offering to businesses is that you will come in and give them more profit. And the deal that you're proposing looks like this. Let's go on screen, okay? You are basically saying to any business owner that, hey, business owner, if you give me $1 sign to me, okay, this is going to be you, I will give you back the equivalent of 3 or more dollar signs, okay, to the business. So this becomes a no-brainer transaction for them, right? Because, and you can do, there's tons of things you can do. You can give them AI voice agents to replace their receptionists, okay? You can give them customer service reps that replace all their customer service through Intercom. This is through Synthwave. You can give them video editors through Opus. Okay? There's tons of stuff to do, and you just have to kind of you can give them AI UGC ads at a fraction of the cost of normal UGC ads that look just as good, if not better, when they're properly structured and configured. And we'll go into all of these things eventually on this channel, and I'll show you all of them and all the different options. But the point is, right now, high level, what you're doing is you're cutting business costs, or you're giving them more revenue at higher profitability. Okay, so an AI receptionist or an AI voice callers are probably more interesting because they actually will call leads to get more leads into a business, right? So just so you guys understand the numbers here that we're talking about, okay? 33% of businesses are product-based. So this is like your e-com stores where they're selling a product. And worldwide, 67% of businesses are leads-based. So they require people to come in, right? Kind of service-based businesses. So before, with my agency, when we started, when we grew it to $700,000 months, which by the way, we can just show right here. Okay, right there. We were doing this with e-com stores. So we were covering 33% of the total addressable market. Right, total addressable market is 100%, we were covering 33%. Now with an AI marketing agency, you're hitting up 67%. Way better, 2 times better, okay? So that's what an AI marketing agency is. Okay, so you will understand, okay, what the agency is at its core, and here we go, the agency model uncovered. So your agency at its core, you're a synthesizer. You synthesize all these different parts. Before this used to be you put together different freelancers for you and they deliver the work and you hope to profit from, you know, the difference between what this person's paying and what these guys are charging. Okay, and if you run a business successfully, if you run your agency successfully like we did, you also get rev share on the uplift that you bring the businesses, right? So the way we were able to scale is off a small number of clients, maybe 20 total, where we had a deal where everything over 100K that we brought in per month with our ads and advertising and funnels and systems, we took close to 15%. Okay, 10 to 15, but usually in most cases it's close to 15, right? That's how we were able to scale our agency with a small number of clients, okay? Costs were extremely high for that. So our profits are on the rev share. Costs for you are much lower. It's much easier to sell a higher ticket item if you're marketing an AI solution and the deliverable is going to be way higher quality because AI standardizes it for you, okay? So agency at its core is synthesizer, like I say here, okay? And usually what you do is you take different providers or freelancers or contractors or tech solutions or software stacks and you put them together into, you synthesize it, right, into one single happy presentable bundle, and then you offer that bundle to your clients. The beautiful thing here is you don't even need to know much about the deliverable. And in fact, all I teach is predicated on the fact that I'm assuming you guys don't know how to deliver. But the point of making a business and running a business for yourself is to make you money first and foremost, okay? So all these other fucking gurus bullshit you into saying, do free work until you get good and then maybe someone will pay you a couple pennies. No, that's wrong. It's completely wrong, okay? You are in business to make money for yourself. So your business has to be putting food on your fucking table. The deliverables at the start don't matter. Right now, they're super easy to deliver anyway, so you worry about this after. The whole point of what I'm teaching here is to get you guys to be able to run systems, to get consistent appointments on your calendar, and then with those appointments, you take those calls, they're phone calls, Zoom calls, whatever, Google Meet calls, and you sell them. And the whole, everything up here, what your offer is, what you're offering them, how to sell them, how to get them on the calls, how to make sure you have a high show rate, how to do the sales call itself, how to pitch them, how to objection handle, all this stuff. This is the stuff that matters to you now who's watching this video, okay? There's obviously going to be different levels of people who find this, right? If you have an agency and you're doing over 75K a month, great, okay? We can still, like, there are optimizations you can make to go to $200,000 a month, $300,000 a month, $500,000 a month, right? If you're starting at zero, also great. But your whole point of improvement right now, if you're starting at zero, is to get this structure set up all the way up to the sales call. And then you crush the sales calls, and then you sell your offer, and people buy it. Now, by running an AI marketing agency and by following this model, what you're offering them on the sales call is going to be so easy to pitch and sell. And you can charge ridiculously high amounts because it becomes a logical business-to-business dollar for dollar transaction, okay? Like I said before, you say, business owner, you give me $1 sign, I'm gonna give you 3 back, minimum. Here's the proof, okay? Here's how it works. Here's what you get. And then, I mean, think of it this way. If you use something like Intercom, okay, which replaces entire customer service teams, all customer service reps. And let's say you go to a clinic owner, okay? So an owner who has a small chain of clinics, let's say a doctor who decided to be more entrepreneurial, and he has like 2 or 3 clinics in his little town, village, or whatever. Okay, 2 or 3 clinics, not much. Each of those clinics will have probably 2 to 3 receptionists, minimum, right? Taking calls, calling people, all this shit. You can replace probably 70 to 80% of that work with Intercom. And it'll be done at a higher standard, higher level. What are the salaries of those receptionists? Let's just pull it up. Let's look. His average clinic receptionist salary in USA. Okay, so not entry level. Okay, here. So we're looking at this, right? Let's say 40, 50K. All right, 40, 50K times 3 locations. Let's do 50K because it's easy numbers. So 50K times 3 locations, $150,000 a year they're spending on a receptionist. Okay, and if you have 2 or 3, that becomes $300,000, $450,000 a year. You can say, hey, you have these costs of $450,000 a year. I'm going to eliminate all of those, and you're going to pay me $15,000 upfront for that infrastructure setup. Okay, and then you give me something monthly to maintain it and update it and keep it working and running smoothly for you. Let's say something small, 2, 3K a month. You can even do 5K a month. Okay. And by the way, keep one receptionist in all of those clinics. There's a human in the loop running it, but this AI that I built for you will do 90% of the work. Then that person is there just to greet customers as they come through the door. Okay, so you've cut away $300,000 of the $450,000 that they're spending across 3 clinics. You don't think someone will pay you $15K up front and then 2, 3, 4K a month, even 5K a month for that to give them cost savings of $300,000 over the course of a year? Like, fuck yes, they will. Okay, and then once you do it once and do it well for that business, they'll have other needs that they will need met. For example, let's say they need leads. Okay, so this clinic needs to have more people come in to actually get their service and get treated by the doctors or whatever, right? And let's say they're doing basic Facebook ads to actually get people in because local lead gen ads still work extremely well, okay? But let's say they have a drop off if they're getting, 100 people in as leads and only, 20 of them end up booking an appointment. And let's say 10 of them end up showing up and actually becoming a customer, or like 5 of them become a customer, right? So the efficiency of that is 5%, right? You have 100 leads, you're paying for 100 leads, and because of inefficiency in the process, you end up with only 5 paying customers, which great off ads because they're cheap. Local lead gen ads are cheap. This will actually make money, but what if 10 become real customers, or 15, or 20, or 50, right? Or what if in these 100 leads, you have a system that calls them right away on the phone as soon as they put their info in on the lead gen ad on Facebook, okay? Calls them right away, asks them, any relevant questions that will encourage them to actually book an appointment and books them in on the calendar automatically, hands off by you, okay? Or hands off by the business owner. You have to run this, you have to set this up. But again, you're synthesizing this. So the software for all this exists. The AI for all this exists. It's been trained, it works, it functions, okay? You can even get, if someone pays you, let's use smaller numbers. Someone pays you 5K upfront for the infrastructure. I'm only using smaller numbers because if you're a beginner, right? If I'm talking about deal sizes of 10, 15, 25K upfront, it probably seems overwhelming, okay? But let's say 5K upfront. You can easily go to Fiverr or Upwork or somewhere in Eastern Europe, okay? You can go to a website in Eastern Europe and find fantastic workers who will charge you, like if you go to Eastern Europe, you will find Western equivalent first world country workers for like 20% or less of what Westerners charge. And you get higher quality work because Eastern Europeans are much more disciplined than people out West, okay? So the whole thing is, even if you get a 5K upfront, okay, and you pay $1,000 for an Eastern European worker to implement all that, they will work day and night to do it for you, and they will deliver like this fucking great job. You have 4K for yourself, okay, and you just connect the two, and then they're plugged into the system, and the system runs, the software runs, because developers built these softwares based on large language models in the background. And all you're doing is plugging this in to an existing business, okay? So that would be an example of an AI marketing agency offer model, okay? Now, what skills are needed to run an AI agency, or basically any agency, but an AI marketing agency is gonna be your best opportunity, okay? Is sales. Like I said, it's all sales, it's all sales, it's all sales. If you wanna do a good job, sales is gonna be the most important. You can have the greatest product in the world, or you can have the worst product in the world, and if you present it to people in a certain way, they'll buy, and if you present the shitty product to people the same way, like, okay, let's say 2 people, worst product in the world, best product in the world. Pitching it on a sales call. Let's say I do it, because I'm good at sales, okay? And I don't know about the final deliverable. I will sell people here, and I will sell people here, okay? And the people who buy actually have no idea what the deliverable is. Now, obviously, you want to deliver to your clients, and you want to do a good job, and you want to get MRR, and you want to, not be guilty taking people's money and not delivering, obviously, okay? But my whole point is that sales is the most important to run a successful agency, all right? And nobody talks about this online. People, relegate it to secondary status. An offer is important, sure. Fulfillment is important, but fulfillment only comes after you make the sale. So anyone who's just starting out to run their agency, you have to learn how to get people all the way to a call and then be able to sell them on the call. Those are your most important skills. Don't even think about how you're going to implement or execute or whatever. That does not matter until you sign your first client, okay? And when you sign your first client, you have proof of concept. Everything works and systems that I'm teaching work, okay? And then if you want help implementing, sure, okay? Or you can do it on your own, but you have that money at least. Okay, and then you can pause your outbound, you can pause your systems that are getting you calls, right, and focus on delivering great results, right? This is what I recommend. I do recommend delivering great results, obviously, but don't focus on this before you know how to sell and you've sold somebody, okay, for fuck's sake, okay? So, like I said, sales is the most important. You can have the greatest product in the world, but if nobody knows about it and nobody buys, it does not matter. And this is actually what's happening every single day with all these developers who are putting these AI models to use in amazing, fantastic products. There's dozens or hundreds coming out each day, okay? And I have the next best great thing, okay? But because they have no exposure, they don't know how to expose, they don't know how to market, they don't know how to sell, all this gets lost in the shuffle, okay? And there's diamonds in there that if you can find, and if you just keep up to date, okay, with what's going on, you can implement some of these for businesses as well, okay? And that's your unique selling point. You know about a service that somebody else built that not many people know about. And it gives you a very high ROI for your clients. And this is what I mean about not caring about the delivery now or execution now, because you have to sell people first, okay? So this is a little bit background on me, right? So I was writing books for a decade, fiction, and I had success because my books got visibility. And to get visibility, they got visibility, and then they had 3 factors that actually achieved sales, and it was pretty covers, good descriptions, great reviews. And that's what got people to buy, right? But if I didn't have visibility, or if I had visibility without these 3, without good covers or descriptions or reviews, okay, nobody would have bought, even if I had the greatest book in the world, okay? So we're going up to the point of buying. After someone buys, we care about that later, not now, okay? So the relevance here is that AI is a shiny object you dangle in front of businesses and prospects and make them want your stuff now. They want this. These businesses do want AI solutions because they understand they work 24 hours a day. They don't get lazy. They don't get demotivated, right? They don't whine. They don't complain. They don't get sick. They don't take time off versus human workers, okay? So sales are easy. Getting prospects on calls is easy. Closing them is easy because what you're offering, your AI solution, okay, is so in demand. And if you can instill a little bit of fear into your prospects who you're doing calls with, and make them realize that any business that doesn't jump on the AI wave right now, like the business next door to you, if it jumps on it and you don't, in 3 years, you'll be extinct and these guys will take over all market share. Because AI can do the work of hundreds and hundreds of humans, thousands of humans, millions of humans, okay? Literally, okay? And AI makes fulfillment stupid fucking simple because anyone can spit out good results just by copy-pasting proper prompts into these large language models, okay? And we're not just relying on prompts, right? We're not just selling ChatGPT, obviously. We're relying on developers who build software based on large language models. And these devs have created an output for you that the dev thinks the business is going to come in and buy it and use it, right? But businesses don't have time. They don't have patience to find it. They're not browsing the web for it, okay? So sure, some do. But what's really going to happen is you're an agency. You're going to come into them, right, your agency, and you're going to bring it to the business, and you're going to wrap it up, and you're going to price, 15x, 20x, 100x, probably 100x plus surcharge on this actual service made by a developer. That's how you make money, okay? So the AIMA model goes like this, okay? AIMA, AI, marketing agency, but there's also a little bit more to it. So title of this video, what is an AI marketing agency? We went over that, okay? But this is how you actually run it. So AI marketing agency has 3 main parts, okay? This is A, then we have I, then we have M, then we have A again, okay? It also stands for automate, integrate, market, and apply, okay? So automate is the first step. This is you're able to use AI to automate repetitive tasks within your agency, and you will be taking advantage of AI efficiencies for your outbound, for your outreach, for your scheduling, for everything. Okay? But you'll be doing the calls yourself. Integrate means you integrate the existing AI tools and softwares to develop your unique selling point. Okay? So this means it's the synthesizer part. Okay? You're integrating your agency into all these tools that exist, okay, built by devs, and you're offering this back to the businesses who you've already signed and have given you money. Okay, and this is worth to them, like I said, $3 signs or more, 4, 5, 10, 15. Okay, you got to market this stuff, which means you have to reach your ideal customer and sell to them. And this is the biggest pain point of all of you guys watching this. You're going to be suck. You're going to be suck at sales. Yeah, you're going to be suck at sales. You will suck at sales. Okay. That's the M. You got to market it. And then when you apply it, this is after you sign clients, you apply what you built to fulfill. Okay. Now, the best offer to run right now, okay, is the most lucrative AIMA offer today is going to be B2B when you're servicing any company that relies on leads. And if you remember what I said, this is 66% of the market, 67. Okay. So there's a much bigger total addressable market here. Okay. And if we go over this, okay, the most lucrative AI marketing software today works like this, okay? Leads will come in through their ads, that they're running ads. AI will pick up the phone and call them within minutes, seconds maybe, but seconds I think looks too artificial in my opinion. So within a few minutes of them filling out that application and submitting their information, okay, AI will call them. And then AI will convert that call to the next step, which is sales call, appointment, in-person, whatever, consultation, free trial, anything, right? If it's a gym, it's a free personal training session, blah, blah, blah. And then the salespeople inside the business do their job, okay? And then client conducts sales calls, closes the prospect manually, right? But very soon with AI closers, but for now, manually. I've done, so you understand, I've done thousands of sales calls since 2020. I did it for business to consumer, I did it for business to business, etc. I put together 20 of those. So if you guys want to watch, comment sales below and you get it for free, I'll send you the link. Okay, 20 of my best sales calls, because if you've never done sales before, you don't know what to do or how to do it. I mean, the best way to learn is to do it yourself, but the second best way is to watch someone who's a pro. So I'm giving that to you, okay? And in there's 20 calls, each is at least an hour, right? Some are 2, some are 3. So we're looking at anywhere from 40 to 50, 60 plus hours of content there that if you consume just by watching me sell people, you will start to understand what you have to do to sell well as well, okay? So that is what an AI marketing agency is. That's what the model looks like. And again, you guys comment sales below. I'm gonna send you 20 of my sales calls for free so you can learn from there and go faster, okay? And just your trajectory will be much better, okay? That's it for me. Cheers.